Hi, I'm Siege from the Puma podcast team. If you like listening to this show and others created by our team, you can help us keep making them through our Puma Patak tip jar. Our goal is to get 100 of you, our friends, to make a contribution and show your support for the journalism and storytelling that we do. We're happy to keep making shows that you can listen to for free, but making them isn't free, so we appreciate any support you send our way. All you need to do is to go to pumapodcast.com where you'll find a link to the Pumapatak tip jar.
Hi, I'm Bella Perez Rubio, Puma Podcast, and you're listening to Teka Teka News. Balitang thinking, hindi breaking. In this episode,
Best performance by an actress in a supporting role in any motion picture. Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Dolly de Leon, Triangle of Sadness.
Ang laking honor para malagay sa iisang listahan kasama nila si Kerry Condon din at saka si Jamie Lee Curtis, si Angela Bassett. Grabe, parang panaginip talaga to lahat eh. Hindi ako makapaniwala na nangyayari talaga to sa akin. Sobrang nakaka-overwhelm actually.
Dolly de Leon's standout performance in Ruben Ostlund's Triangle of Sadness has earned her the first ever Golden Globe nomination for a Filipino actor. Dolly's big Hollywood break began years ago, when she first auditioned for Triangle of Sadness. Listen to her tell that story during an interview on One News.
Ang balita ko, parang almost every who's who sa theater world pumunta sa audition na yun eh. Pero nung day na pumunta kasi ako, wala ako nasalubong na ibang actress, isa lang. Pero ang balita ko po medyo marami-rami kaming nag-audition for that. I went without an agent or a manager. Tinawagan lang po ako ng isang actor din na si Jake Macapagal. Kinontak nila siya ng casting director from Sweden and then siya yung nag-organize nung pa-audition dito nung 2018.
She landed the role of Abigail, a Filipino OFW who works as a cleaning lady on a luxury cruise ship that sinks, leaving its passengers and crew stranded on an island.
Abigail means manservant or servant of man. So that kind of spells out what her character is all about. But the thing about Abigail is she's a very special kind of OFW. She's a kind of OFW who knows how to put people in their place. She is a woman of power, even if she is in a place where she has not much of a privilege. And I think that she's very inspiring and very empowering especially for our OFWs who are working abroad.
Dolly would have to wait 2 years before filming actually began, but she kept busy preparing for the role of a lifetime.
I was prepping myself. Nagka-cardio ako, nag-treadmill ako every day kasi alam ko na medyo physically demanding yung role eh. Medyo maraming ganap, like umaakit ng bundok, nangingisda, ang daming activities nung character na ipi-play ko. So nag-prepare po ako in terms of that.
And when she says the role was physically demanding, she's not exaggerating.
May scene doon na nagsiswim ako from shore to a rock na siguro mga 30 or 40 feet yung layo. Tapos siniswim ko yun every time. Nakailang take kami nun, siguro mga 8 takes na pabalik-balik. So hingal na hingal talaga ako doon kahit na nagka-cardio ako sa Pilipinas.
Aside from getting in shape, she also had to take on other work back home.
Kailangan tuloy-tuloy ang trabaho kasi I'm a single mom, so kailangan supportan pa rin yung pamilya. Tsaka pandemic nun eh, so mas mahirap kumita ng pera, mas mahirap magtrabaho. Tanggap lang ako ng tanggap talaga ng work ng mga time na yun habang naghihintay.
She may be the toast of the town now, but the truth is, Dolly says she was the quintessential starving artist. She started in theater, but moved to film for better pay, though she didn't find much luck there either.
As in, sobrang daming beses ko nang gustong mag-quit. Ang hirap dahil 4 ang anak ko eh. So, ang hirap talaga magpalaki ng pamilya sa sweldo ko bilang artista. So, ang ginagawa ko, sumasideline ako. Gumagawa ako ng mga ibang trabaho. Gumagawa ako ng mga ibang sources of income. Nag-acting coach din ako dati. Marami, lahat ng pwedeng pasukan na sources of income ginagawa ko.
But the many years of hard work have finally paid off. Now Dolly's name is mentioned in the same breath as her fellow nominees, icons like Angela Bassett and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Pag may failure ako, feeling ko madi-disappoint lahat ng tao sa akin. So I try to get that out of my mind. Inisip ko na lang, I'm just here, doing my best. I did my work sa pelikula. I did my job. And the work speaks for itself. And whatever happens after, happens after. And kung ano man yon, tatanggapin natin yon wholeheartedly.
We'll pause here. But when we return, Dolly makes an appeal to the government.
In Sweden, may funding rin ng gobyerno yung Triangle of Sadness. In fact, nung nag-uusap-usap kami doon tungkol sa mga filmmaking process dito sa Pilipinas, tinatanong nila kung saan kami kumukuha ng budget, tayo kumukuha ng budget to make films. And pag sinasabi kong, mga private-owned companies, mga investors, ganyan, how about the government? Wala. Gulat na gulat sila, ha? Hindi kayo tinutulungan ng gobyerno nyo? Hindi talaga eh.
Dolly says you only need to look at the scale of investment in the film industry in Europe and South Korea to understand why they're so successful internationally, subtitles notwithstanding.
Priority talaga nila yung quality. Even if budget is a problem for them, they did not stop until they had the budget that they were after before we... Yun ang reason po kung bakit natagalan kami. 2 years kami naghintay kasi nagre-raise talaga sila ng funds, naghahanap sila ng producers, ng co-producers para talagang ayaw kasi nila na nasa-sacrifice kung ano yung vision nila eh. Sa Pilipinas, minsan may tendency na masyadong driven by the budget kung ano yung mga concerns ng production, tuloy na sa-sacrifice yung quality. It would really make a difference if our government were more hands-on in terms of investing in our films.
Dolly was also critical of a suggestion made by Senator Jingoy Estrada last year to ban K-dramas in a bid to shore up viewership for local content.
The problem kasi with their government, I don't really think they really care much about the industry, to be honest. They only care about filling their pockets. It's a fact. I mean, huwag na tayong magkunwari. So maybe if they cared enough about the film industry, they would think of supporting it rather than shutting it down by banning. Alam mo na, di ba? Gusto nila i-ban ng mga Korean films sa Philippines, things like that. That really won't help the growth of the industry if we, keep ourselves in a silo and not observe how other film industries all around the world works.
Most of all, Dolly hopes the film industry will rethink its relationship with the Filipino audience.
The problem is kasi we dumb down our audience. We think that they're dumb enough to want mediocre entertainment, but they are actually hungry for meaningful entertainment. They're just waiting for it to happen. Filipinos are intelligent. I mean, come on. We need to give them what they deserve in terms of entertainment. Let's not underestimate them. They deserve better. And if we put those quality films in cinemas, mandaming bibili ng ticket.
Okay.
At hindi magsasara ang sinehan.
And that was today's episode of Teka Teka. Again, I'm Bella Perez Rubio. This episode was produced by Kat Ventura and edited by Joe Salcedo. Special thanks to One News. All the interviews from this episode were taken from their various shows, including The Chiefs, Sa Totoo Lang, and Agenda. If you like this episode, share it with a friend or two. And don't forget to follow Teka Teka and Puma Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. At para sa mga mahilig manood sa YouTube, Puma Podcast na rin po kami doon. Just search Puma Podcast and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for listening.